Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, Narahari Chaitanya Prabhu. Are we okay, Prabhuji? We can start, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you are muted, Prabhuji.
All right. I'm okay.
Yes, Prabhuji, you are okay now, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna devotees, Dandavat Pranam. Welcome to Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Today we are very glad to have the association of our temple president, His Grace Narahari Chaitanya Prabhu, who will be sharing the nectar from Srila Prabhupada Leelamrita. Especially Prabhuji will be sharing the mood of the prayers expressed by Srila Prabhupada through the transcendental prayers in the ship of Jaladuta. Prabhuji, over to you, Prabhuji. I will be sharing the prayers now in a minute.
Can you? I have a class, ma.
Yes, Prabhuji, we can start, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Just give me a minute. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurominitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshadarane. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam Angulangayate gim Yat kripatamaham vande Shri Guru Dinatavinam Paramanandam Chaitanya Ishwaram. Thank you very much, Sankarshan Priya Prabhu, for engaging me in this service. So, Prabhupada, I think last time also I did one prayer of Srila Prabhupada. The prayers are a very powerful media of getting the Krishna's attention towards oneself. And if it happens through the Guru, that means we are 100% sure Krishna will receive our prayers. So, before going into the particular prayer which Srila Prabhupada was meditating on his Jaladuta, and I think many prayers are there where people have exalted devotees have gone to different places of Lord's worship and they have prayed. But this is a strange prayer which is on a ship, So you can see this transcendental prayers, how it's coming out, from where it is coming out. And this prayer is coming out when Srila Prabhupada was at most difficulty of his heart attacks, in between heart attacks, so many things. But his consciousness was always Krishna conscious. So Krishna's understanding Krishna or his Guru is never possible with our own endeavor. So therefore Krishna reveals in Bhagavad Gita that Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadikshande gnanam gnanina tattvadarshinaha. This seems to be a very familiar sloka, but please dive deep into it. Is the purpose of getting Krishna's mercy is only through this sloka. So how much we are humble, how much we are committed to Krishna's, Guru's instructions or Guru's thought process, everything is hidden in this sloka and is explained, which is revealed by Srila Prabhupada. So this particular sloka of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is revealing that you want to know me, or you want to know about a pure devotee, you have to go to them. And you have to know about a pure devotee, you have to read a Bhagavatam. So there is a vice versa. So for that, what is that Chaitanya Charitamrita sloka? Brahmanda Brahmite Kone Bhagyavan Jiva Guru Krishna Paye Bhaktilata Beja. So it's very synonymous between Guru and Krishna. And here Guru Srila Prabhupada and Krishna, absolutely no difference. One is a great devotee of Krishna, 100% pure devotee. And and Krishna, he is sitting in Srila Prabhupada's heart all the time. So a Jaladuta, which is going in the, which is the ship sailing in the ocean, and Krishna is sailing with Srila Prabhupada together. So if you look at that, the Leela of Bhagavad Katha or Prabhupada Katha or Krishna Katha, they're all synonymous, and everything is contributing towards glorifying each other. In the process, we are getting nourishment. So when now he is talking about Brahmanda Brahmite Kone Bhagyavan Jiva, Guru Krishna Paya Bhakti Lata Beja. But at the same time, from the Bhagavad Gita, we understand we have done some sukruti so that our parents facilitated our birth. Now, when I'm talking about, when I'm sharing this thought process, please put yourself there and imagine wherever you are. So then that's how our progress in Krishna consciousness happens. When you are hearing something, when we are doing something, when we are eating something, any activity, if we are not involved there, somewhere something may happen. Let's say we are honoring prasadam. If we are not conscious about what we are eating on that, then we'll be eating something else. That means we are conscious about what we are eating, right? So we will remove those things which is not required for us, or what is not good for us, our health. So Krishna consciousness is all about being conscious all the time what is good for us. Now, something is good for us, that when we realize after a kind of our growth, then we start analyzing, okay, then what is good for me, what is wrong for me, then that kind of intelligence gradually develops. That is because of our parents, right? So we are totally dependent on them. So the mercy of the parents is the first the boon of Krishna giving it to us, right? So that means they have to, that's why Shastra say, Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava. Next comes the Acharya Devo Bhava. But for all these aspects, relation, Sambandha Gnana is very, very important. Why we are related to our parents is they are protecting us. Why we should be aligned with our Guru? Because the parents just give us birth, but Guru takes us back home, back to Godhead. Now you can analyze how Guru is important in our life. Parents have done their duty. Our school teachers have done some duty. But when it comes to spiritual master, he completes our life with the Krishna Gnana, with the Bhagavata Gnana, and take us back to Godhead. So he will be with us till we reach the lotus feet of Supreme Lord. So if this constant endeavor of where naturally is happening with the parents, we always don't say at any point of time that we don't doubt our parents. In the same, because that relationship has become very strong, we are able to always remember them that way. Not after 50 years we say you're not my parent, you're my brother, sister. No, that doesn't change. In the same way, the Sambandha Gnana with the Guru has to be on the same cadre, same gravity of understanding. So, one is Deha Sambandha, another one is Atma Sambandha. So, the Atma and the Paramatma, they are there in the hidden in our body. They are there. So, we are not realizing aspect. Okay, now we understood Paramatma is there. But till Paramatma, his counterpart does not come as Guru into our heart, it is very difficult to understand Krishna. So that's why this parampara aspect is very, very necessary for us. So therefore, time and again, Srila Prabhupada was emphasizing on parampara is required. So all of us are going in this journey. But in this journey, some things you realize on your own, something you have to force yourself to realize. So for that, a strong association should be there. Strong association with what you want. So at the same time, there are some things you may want, but may not be good for you. At that time, you require somebody to help you out. So all decisions in our life may not be the way what we want or the way what we desire. It may not happen. But one thing is very clear, that we have got a human birth, and this part of journey, all of us are traveling in Srila Prabhupada's movement, in ISKCON movement is growing. So many things are clear, but this Prabhupada Gnana, the Sambandha Gnana of Prabhupada, as much as with Krishna, has to be there. So unless Guru Mukha Padma, when we do not understand Krishna through the Guru, we may know him as Supreme Personality of God, but he will not reveal everything to us. And that can happen only by Guru's mercy or Radharani's mercy. So the counterpart of Krishna is Radharani, and mercy of Radharani is Guru. So with all these ingredients of understanding, the purpose of our life is we understand, okay, parents have given us the birth. Now Guru is giving us the gnana of how we have to go in this journey. In the process, many people come in our life, many people go in our life, but our destination is to serve Guru and Krishna, go back to Garden. So if this constant remembrance is not there, or constant smarana, because this particular sloka talks about beautiful words, which we will talk about, the smarana, the remembrance, constant, is very, very difficult otherwise. So this process of Krishna consciousness becomes easy when we have a strong association. So that association also matters a lot. So the many aspects of this which is hidden in this particular prayer. So let's dive into this prayer. Ajay say Subhadine, very important day. Subhadine, Tumara Smarana Bela. Tumara Smarana Bela. Baro Asha Dakilam Thai. That means I have longing to call you up. Ami Tumara Nitya Das. I am your eternal servant. Koriyeta Asha. And I want to remind like that. Tumai Bina Anya Gati Nai. What a beautiful prayer it is. And please dig into each Subhadine is talking about a beautiful, nice day. What a day. So every day getting up in the morning with the chanting of Samsara Dava, Navali the Loka, what else do you want? Huh? So Srila Prabhupada, the pure devotee, is on the transit of that word. We established a wonderful institution named ISKCON. He is going in this, and a prayer of this kind, and see how constantly he is with Krishna. Today, that remembrance of you came in a very nice way. Today, that remembrance is not that which is not not there all the time. But look at Srila Prabhupada on a particular day, what kind of an he is revealing from his heart. Because I have a great longing, I call to you. So every day is chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Every day is thinking of Krishna. But still on a particular day, he's trying to connect more strongly. So these are our special aspects, just like Kartik Masa, which is there today, this month. So special mercy is there for us to do more things there. More think of Krishna like that. Then the next point he is talking about, Ami Tumara Nitya Das. I am your eternal servant. Therefore, I desire your association so much. Now, this is again a synonymous. If you are a servant of somebody, naturally you have to be with him all the time, because when the master requires you, you have to be there. So what is the difficulty here? It's very clear that I'm your eternal servant. Therefore, I desire your association so much. So if this concept of understanding these things does not gradually go to the depth of our heart, we may be doing certain things, but still we may not be that conscious. Because there are two obligations which you are looking at: fulfilling your duties of your relative situation today and the parents which you have given. But there is other situation where when the Guru's mercy has come and how to go back to Godhead, but there is another thing which you have to look at. So here Prabhupada's life, you can see when we were serving Krishna, all other things automatically taken care. That's why that Bhagavad Gita sloka which very clearly says, you water the root, everything will nourish. So if this constant serving of Krishna through Prabhupada is not there in our heart, if does not bloom every day, it has to bloom every day, then what happens? Then our association with Guru and Krishna becomes stronger and stronger. Get my point? So, so the point which is saying today, that remembrance. So remembrance the word, continuous remembrance of the Lord. Satatam kirtayanto mam, Krishna says, right? So remembering, we are not here a pastime teller. It's not a storyteller. It is a story where you are a part of the hero. You have to make your life success only when you start acting in a particular way. Otherwise, the story will take you somewhere else. That means, what is the story? Karma gnana. The karma anusara, our life goes on. But somehow, some sukruti we have done, we have fallen in the lotus feet, in the hands of Srila Prabhupada. Now, if you do not engage on this constantly, then we'll get lost. Complacency is the greatest, what do you call, curse on us when, because it will take us somewhere else. Because this why complacency? Because there's nobody there to guide us all the time, right? There are certain things where, okay, come to the temple, somebody will tell you this, then you are doing. So, you are on a constant guidance of many things. But when we are on our own, money is there in the pocket, position is there in our society. Everybody is glorifying so many things. I can decide what I want. Nowadays, if you have 100 rupees, earlier time, we used to think of, okay, only spend 25 rupees, 75 rupees you save, they used to say. But nowadays, it is 100 rupees you have, you will have 1,000 rupees credit. So this is our life, so much of anxieties, which we are naturally embracing, which even though we are not realizing also. So this is how we are trying to make our life in complacency. But in Krishna conscious movement, when we are under the shelter of Guru and Krishna, so as much as possible, we become more conscious of our Guru, then our life is more protected. Even by chance, if we slip, they will pull us up in whatever it is. Where they know how to save us. There is no doubt. Why? Because the day you are somewhere in the society, somewhere somebody picked you up and you're here. But you can get down also. The getting down is in your hands. But staying there is also in your hands. But the mercy has come. But if you don't take it, so Ami Tumara Nitya Das. So the word Nitya Das is very much important for us, because if you are eternal servant of Guru and Krishna, we stay there with them, with their remembrance, with their instructions, their services, what not. So these are all the ingredients of the mercy aspect. Oh, Prabhupada is not there, but Prabhupada instructions are there. Prabhupada institution is there. Prabhupada devotees are there. So many things are there. Prabhupada books are there. What not? Prabhupada guidelines are there. So these are nothing but when we become the association of Srila Prabhupada, but all this follows. All these are there next to each other. So every step you are taking forward, you have to see it is in the tune of Guru Krishna and Sadhu. So you have to fall in that category of that triangle. Okay, every decision in life, as much as possible, making sure that we are in that framework. Just like Sita, when she abused kind of with her mistake, whatever she did to get back to Ram, she could not even control herself, where she had to tell Lakshman the things which she was not supposed to say. But Lakshman did not lose the composure, but nevertheless he had to fall. He had to follow her request. She just made a framework. Okay, don't cross these lines. So we have also three lines: Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. So these three lines, we can make a triangle and set off inside through association. All that matters is to be under that guidance. Why? It's such a simple thing. Even though it is very simple, but because of our ego of our past and the present, we have a tendency to little go out of that triangle. It can happen. That's why Prabhupada made many temples around the world, and the one you have now. So it is all Prabhupada's mercy. The more branches open, more chances of people, because temples are necessary where you can go in. Houses are necessary where you can have kirtan. So these are all things which we are, obligated to Srila Prabhupada, indebted to Srila Prabhupada. What not, you can use wonderful words of glorifying Srila Prabhupada that he has given. Then coming to the last point, what is it in? Tumi binna anya gati nai. If Srila Prabhupada is telling that Krishna, without me there is no success, then where are we today? What is our success? Huh? What is our success? If our success are seen materially, yes, you are succeeded. But are you spiritually succeeding? So every day is a sadhana. Every day is a practice. Every day is an austerity of practicing sadhana bhakti. That means that gradually our success is guaranteed. Right? The success is guaranteed as long as you are under the shelter of a tree where the sun is not able to come. But in the success of the tree, there are beautiful fruits, the beautiful flowers. All that is for our enjoyment. And that is for the success is nothing but the instructions of the spiritual master. What not he is giving, the association what he gives. Every aspect of Srila Prabhupada, if you see what he has given to this world, is nothing that what Krishna has given. The same thing he is giving. All this. So in this way, when we are looking at this aspect of, can I go back to, can you, how do I go back to my, this one? Can you leave, take out this, your background?
Yes, Prabhuji, I will take it out, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. How do I go back to mine? Right, thank you. That is good. So, the point which I made in this particular sloka, which is talking about remembrance, it is talking about calling the Supreme Lord and emphasizing the eternal servant, which will probably be talking that we are, and he's talking about himself, and he's talking about association, and finally he is talking about the success. Everything what success is today of Srila Prabhupada, he's already telling that there is no other mean except for you, there is no other means of success. So wherever Srila Prabhupada went, he established Radha Krishna temples, he established his institution, he gave his book, he distributed books, he created an environment not for all of us. So this Srila Prabhupada in his prayers emphasizing so many aspects of that permanent servant's position for all of us. And that association with Krishna in the service mood, and absolute surrender relates to the success. So today, whatever we are making progress in our Krishna conscious, a little bit, every aspect is what Srila Prabhupada is talking about. His 100% success. He is telling we can also gradually, little by little, we can acknowledge that. So the more we do this acknowledgement, the more realization we are. The humility, the humble aspects, as long as it doesn't, imbibe our heart through that body, very difficult to make progress in spiritual life. So for that, there is no other go of studying Srila Prabhupada Leelamrit. The more we read Leelamrit, the most successful person in this world for me is Srila Prabhupada or his institution. Because if a person can benefit the society and a person can go back to Godhead, that happiness, that Chinmaya position, is a success. Because people relate success with the body, so their success young with the body living. But Srila Prabhupada's success was related with the Atma, and the success is when we attain the lotus feet of Supreme Lord. At the same time, or realize that I'm actually the servant of a servant of a servant. That position, if you imbibe in that, so that is our success. So Srila Prabhupada in 28 September 1968 in Seattle, he wrote a letter. He says, if you, please, whatever I'm trying to read is for all of us. So he says, if you simply reproduce what I have tried to explain in those books, surely you will be victorious. That means each of us can think, yes, I can be victorious. Even in the midst of so many great mundane scholars, the description given in these books are not mundane speculation, but they are authorized version of liberated soul. The point I'm trying to make here is authorized version of liberated soul. So he put all these there. He is not just claiming he is the one who has done it. Look at this, he's making a point. All the authorized version of liberated souls presented by our humble selves. I will tell you, humbleness means Srila Prabhupada. You should, dictionary, they should change. Every aspect of Srila Prabhupada's quality can be, it is a Vajra Vaidurya of decorated on the Supreme Lord, right? So here, what he's talking about, versions of liberated soul presented by my humble soul. So you see, many people authorize so many books. Everybody claims so and so. It is mine, 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 mine. So here you can see he is talking about mundane scholars. I'm not talking about materialistic people. Mundane scholars, from so many people are there. So the strength is not in us, what he acknowledges, but the strength is in Supreme Lord. When Srila Prabhupada is acknowledging that, what is the difficulty for us to acknowledge that strength is in Prabhupada's words? And when we follow him, that is what it is. Very simple. Huh? And we have to simply present them without any adulteration. Now what he's telling, please simply present them without any adulteration in a humble service spirit. Please, I'm underlining this again, one more word where Srila Prabhupada is talking, humble service spirit. So how many of us really are doing some service with this humble spirit? So this is the point. Somewhere or other there behind us, it comes that ego. Oh, I am doing it. Oh, I did this. Oh, I am this, I am that. So all that, somewhere it follows. Still you may be in spirituality, but here Srila Prabhupada is talking about a humble service spirit. So one is being servant. Now how to be the servant is also Srila Prabhupada is talking about humble service spirit. This is the secret of success. What is the secret of success? Is following the spiritual master, his books, his explanation as it is. In the midst of so much of trouble we have got hearing so many things, without not undergoing mundane speculation, making our mind simply think about what Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada is talking about authorized version of the liberated souls. And he's telling, he is present at that. So at the same time, understanding everything is coming from Krishna. The strength is coming from the Krishna through the parampara, through to Srila Prabhupada, and now it is getting transmitted to you. From you, it has to go further down. So don't include yourself. We should not exclude, because then we are inheriting the legacy of Srila Prabhupada. So we have to be very, very careful how to grasp the mood of Srila Prabhupada as much as possible. Because any aberrations there, something else will happen. So that is the secret of success. So 1968, Srila Prabhupada is talking about. Next, he talks about with the humility. What is that? He's talking, whatever little success I have got, he's telling. That's another letter, another general lecture he gave on 22nd August 1973 in London. What did he say? Whatever little success I have got is due to this process, that I do not present anything which is created by me, but created by the parampara. So when we are putting ourselves there, many times we mix and match many things and we give off our own understandings. Maybe we may do it ignorantly, we may be not, we may be doing unknowingly. But here it is not so. You have to become slowly conscious of what you are trying to do. When you're dealing with other people, when you're dealing with the devotees, when you're dealing with the other newcomers, with the guests, when we are dealing with our parents, when we are dealing with our kith and kin, we have to be conscious gradually, because every aspect can slowly determine our progress in spiritual life. You cannot change the course of direction from this humility way of understanding to different people, different way. No, you're the same person, but you are adapting those things to a particular situations. So a spiritual thing cannot be manufactured. Many times we do our own things. Guru has given some instructions and we do something else. So if it is not, it will be counterproductive. If you do not ask, important decisions in life to the spiritual master, it may go, okay, a business you're trying to do, then you will go to a businessman and find out what it is. But here the business is going back to Godhead. We have boarded the Jaladuta of the journey back to Godhead. So that we have to understand, this Jaladuta is going back to Godhead. But we may be determined till suddenly we may get down of this Jaladuta. So Srila Prabhupada is telling, don't get down. That's why we cannot manufacture many things. Jaladuta is nothing but the vast society of ISKCON. Anywhere you board is the Jaladuta. Because the consciousness what Srila Prabhupada is sitting in the Jaladuta is the same thing what we have to carry everywhere. So what Srila Prabhupada is, God is always God. The words of God is also God. Wow, what a point he's making. If we present as it is, then it will be effective. And that is said in the Shastra. Now, what is Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita? There is no other superior truth than me. Right? So what is that? Srila Prabhupada is telling something else. Bhagavatam is speaking of the same thing. And Srila Prabhupada said, whatever we do with humility, do with some, taking nice guidance, take important decisions in life, take the family members on board, take the society on board, and we make our life very protective. This is most important for us. Then the third aspect which I would like to share with you is Bhagavad Gita. He's giving a lecture on the 3rd August 1973. There are various quotes, Prabhus. Please dig yourself. Srila Prabhupada is abundant of knowledge. Even 5%, 2% of that comes to our heart, you'll just fly off back to God. But you have to be conscious all the time of Prabhupada. If you're conscious of Prabhupada, then you're conscious of Krishna. There's nothing else. Aham sarvasya prabhu. See, the Lord is talking aham sarvasya. I am actually, expanded everywhere. But he's sitting with Srila Prabhupada. So ISKCON is aham sarvasya prabhu. That is, he is coming through this ISKCON is Krishna spread everywhere. You have to follow what is what the Guru gives. Now Srila Prabhupada is talking about that Bhagavad Gita lecture. 3rd August 1973, London. See the dates. One does not become spiritual master by his own whims. Did Srila Prabhupada become on his own. But so many gurus have become on their own. They're self-realized. Recently, I was going through one Acharya, so-called Acharya, they're calling him. Then he was sitting under a tree, he became realized. So what is it in the realization? He is going, he is going and playing various games. He's traveling in different cars. He is taking whimsical things, and many people follow him. And he calls that scientific yoga. So many things are there, but people follow that. But here, what is Srila Prabhupada is taking? One does not become spiritual by his own whims. That is not spiritual master. He must be ordered by a superior authority. Then he is a spiritual master. Amara Agnyaya. Huh? So, what did Lord Chaitanya say? Under my order, go and establish this Krishna conscious movement. Spread this holy name all over. So, we are all following of Lord Chaitanya. On the order of Lord Chaitanya, Srila Prabhupada has come into our life by his mercy, and we have to propagate it. So Prabhupada says, just like our case, he's talking about himself. Our superior authority, our spiritual master had ordered me this gospel truth. Go and preach in the Western world. You know English. So we have tried humbly. That's all. It is not that I'm very much qualified. Look at Srila Prabhupada's humility. Today we achieve something in Krishna consciousness. We make a big mountain of it. And Srila Prabhupada established such a big institution, and look at his humility. Not that. So what he says, I have tried it, that's all, but I am not qualified. The only qualification that I have tried to execute the order of superior authority, same thing applies to us. And now in the point he says, that's all, and that is the secret of the success. Again, the point of success, I have shared with you about the points. All this refers to us. All of us have going through this process. So it's not a difficult situation. Only thing is we have to be conscious of ourselves, how we are treading our journey. So a little complacency can go, but there are other things which will bring us back. So next comes the remembrance. So what Srila Prabhupada is talking about in Bhagavad Gita, he is talking about how do we remember all the time? Unless the mind is fixed on the lotus feet of Lord by constant remembrance, such transcendental engagements are not practical. That means to say, he is talking about Ambarish Maharaj, about how he was doing the 9 process of devotional service. He was a great king. So in that process, what he is talking about, the remembrance of Krishna has to be continuous. So that's what even Krishna is telling. Manmanabhava madbhakto madhyadi mam namaskaru. He is telling everything to me all the time. So what is that Srila Prabhupada is talking about, which is not there in Bhagavad Gita? So it is there, very much there for us, and we have to just go follow him what he is trying to do. So being an ignorant fool and following Srila Prabhupada is the best method going back to garden than being an intelligent and going on a trip of ahankara. You may learn many things, but if it doesn't exhibit in your actions, because one thing is there, my God, brothers and God sisters, you're all there, and of this movement, one thing is very, very clear from this, that in this journey, you have to be conscious of yourself. Otherwise, you will slip off like anything. Many people have come, many people have gone. But they may come back. But we should not be part of that group which is going out, because it's a hell outside. 2 instances we are talking about death right at the doorstep is yesterday till 3 o'clock. The news came. Any moment, those 41 people who are stuck in that, what is that? That bridge or something which has collapsed. Yeah.
Tunnel.
What is a tunnel? What's happening? You can see everybody was sitting on the edge, seeing what's going to happen. They said in another few 5 hours or 2 hours, then he came, okay, in half an hour they're going to come back. At that moment, the pipe turned somewhere else. Then it became 4 hours. Only in the night they were relieved. But look at this 17 days, the trauma they went through, the government went through, the family members of those people went through. And these people who are sitting there, 41, 43 people, Look at the death was knocking on them. They don't know because they can't do anything. At least we are outside. We can do something, run here or there. So this is what is law of karma is. It binds us off. Same thing is another thing is what is happening in Gala, which is Israel. They were suddenly they came. Israel, so intelligent people, but that intelligence somehow cheated him. They all came and shot those people, but these people had a war. And every day, if you see that what has happened in that city, completely ruined. Somebody made a mistake, all people are suffering. Kill small. So this world is like that. Foolish people are there. They create problem, we have to suffer. But the death was lingering. Now the whole world had come together to convince the Israel people, please don't fight. Give us some ray of hope. Now 4 days they are, dictating the whole world. Remember, if a person, a small country like this, what Krishna can do? That's why when we go through understanding Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada, everything is revealed clearly. Their life is also like that. Every day was a anxiety for them. There, okay, somebody is coming to save them. Here, there it was the bullets coming. What not, all scientific instruments they used to kill people. Children, my dear Prabhus, children were killed mercilessly. And that happened in Kamsa's time. It's not that it's not happening. It's happening. So many Kamsas are there. There was only one Kamsa. 1,000 of Kamsa. If you go to the abortion area in hospital, how many are doing it? That is all self-created. We have created. The demon is within our body, which is creating all this. So these are all the aspects of remembrance aspect, the continuous remembering. So we have got a great responsibility of learning these things and making this world pleasantable. That is what Srila Prabhupada is all about. So he is talking about you have to constantly remember the lotus feet of Lord. Transcendental engagement should be which is practical in his service. So in devotional service of the Lord, the prescribed duties are given and Archana engaging all senses service activity. What is the activity for us is nothing but making this life happy for all this world. So greatest responsibility apart from taking our present position is to save this world. To save this world is only Harinam. Harinam aiva kevalam. But this Harinam has to go inside everybody's heart. You have to find various ways and means. So unless we dig deep into this understanding of what Srila Prabhupada wants, is that even though you are doing a humble service, you may be insignificant, but you become significant when you contribute to a society, whatever you're doing, Krishna accepts. So if you are able to do 10%, but if you are doing 0.1%, it's not correct. If you are able to do 10%, even 5% is a good thing. So you have a social obligation towards society. You have a greater obligation towards Guru and Krishna. So you have to understand your responsibility. If you are progressing in spiritual life, your responsibility too grows. And if you don't assess these things, then there will be saturation and someday you will crash. So Krishna consciousness is not a joke. And when you become responsible, if Srila Prabhupada thinks that is a 10-year-old person, 5-year-old person, 25-year-old person, and gradually if there is no gravity of contribution towards the society, is it not that we are misers? So Krishna is talking about here, what did Krishna do to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita? He made him, no, your duty is to fight and bring back dharma. And he gave him a bow and arrow. In our hands, Krishna is given as Gulab Jamuns. He is given this society. He is given Bhagavatam. These are our weapons. With all these things, the aspect of humility, the humbleness, the tolerance, all this should be cultivated with us. Then that matters. When Srila Prabhupada took this movement in 13 years, he established. So now, but it's growing because he created so many devotees who are expanding this movement. So we have to be part of the expansion plan, not a contraction plan. The legacy of Srila Prabhupada cannot end with us. It has to go forward. So somewhere you have to be proactive. The proactive you determine how much you want to go. But Nevertheless, don't be a miser there. You have a great opportunity knocking in your door. Beautiful temple has come. You are staying around the temple. As much as possible, your contribution, many people will be benefited. Vasudhaiva Kutumbam means making everybody understand Krishna, and happiness is there. Srila Prabhupada explains in the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 15th chapter, 29th verse, what he says: Arjuna's constant remembrance on the lotus feet of Krishna rapidly increased his devotion, and as a result of trash in his thoughts gone. In the same way, for us, our constant endeavor in serving Srila Prabhupada's movement continuously go in this direction. We also take care of our present situation. Then Krishna reveals, and our life will contribute towards the society. So therefore, Arjuna, from where to where he transited, he is from endeavoring on his own, but listen to Krishna. Then he said, Krishna karishe vachanam tava. It's not a simple word which says, I am going to follow your instructions. That's what we are supposed to do. So our life is not complicated. We are complicating our life. So Srila Prabhupada is telling that inculcate Bhagavad Gita in our true nature in our life. His true color of eternal association with the Lord became manifest. Our association to Krishna is through Seva, is through Srila Prabhupada's mercy, is through the transcendental services what we have given, and not the least is association. All this matters, Prabhus. So it's a great opportunity is knocking our door that we have learned something. Let us give it. That requires a strategic planning. The plan is already done by Prabhupada. The temple has come up. Earlier there was one type of temple. There is now another type of temple. At that time you were carrying temple. Today you come and see so many people, they come and walk to do. You can't even stop them from coming. Because everybody realizes temple means temple open, everybody can come. As I always say that, you can't stop people from coming in, but you can stop them from going out. So this wisdom of thought is explained. The mood of surrender during the stage of Vaidya Bhakti, devotional service under strict rules and regulations, is different from that of Pradhana Bhakti, which is spontaneous devotional service. So now today, we may be devotional service under Vaidya Bhakti, but it is still going towards spontaneous devotional service because Srila Prabhupada established the temple. So many deities are there. Everybody have come. We enjoy doing services. Slowly it is going towards Raganaga Bhakti. And that is the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. In the spontaneous, this spontaneous service will not come in any other temple. It's only in ISKCON. Because you get the service opportunity. You can come and cook for him. You can come and dress for him. You can clean his table. You can clean his dresses. Whatnot. Is it not wonderful? So step by step, when the process of surrender is followed step by step, one patiently executes the Lord's order, gradually becomes enthusiastic. Such a devotee follows the regulative principles of hearing, chanting, remembering, and so on, and he will follow the parampara. In conclusion, what he's telling, in association of devotees, he becomes more and more stronger, rendering more services. Gradually, the service becomes lovable to him. For that, he says that constant remembrance of the Lord comes by simply developing enthusiasm and patience. My dear friends, he uses two words, enthusiasm and patience in devotional activities. For all of you are practicing at home, you are coming to the temple, you are gone to yatra, everywhere is with enthusiasm. So that has to remain continuously. Then these aspects of remembering, smaranam aspect, the success aspect, all this we realize, the humility aspect you should realize, then we make progress. So Srimad Bhagavatam, I have only 10 minutes left. I'll conclude in a few minutes. So Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 3rd verse, 3rd chapter, 21st verse. Tasmad Gurum Prabhadyate Jignasuhu Shreyam Uttamam Sabde Pare Cha Nishtanatham Brahmani Upa Samshrayam. So what does Srila Prabhupada is talking about? He says, therefore, any person who seriously desires real happiness must seek a bona fide spiritual master, take shelter by initiation. So many of you have taken initiation. Okay. Now next step, what is it? The qualification of a bona fide guru? He is realized conclusion of the scriptures by deliberation and able to convince others by this conclusion. That also has happened. You know, Srila Prabhupada is a qualified bona fide guru, and whatever literature he gave, that we are realizing. That's why we are here. Such great personalities who have taken shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That means Srila Prabhupada, who has taken shelter of Srila Krishna, leaving aside all material consideration. Srila Prabhupada left everything, should be understood to be bona fide spiritual master. This is confirmed in the Bhagavatam. So now you can say that Srila Prabhupada, what he is, according to this, now he is such a spiritual master you have as your master. Where is the question of failure? So two aspects which is highlighted. He is well versed in authentic scriptures and has realization of divinity. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains the aspirant of a disciple cannot progress without the shelter of qualified spiritual guru. Now, you can say, I've taken shelter of the qualified bona fide guru, but are you following his instruction? Then only you will make. Therefore, Giriraj Maharaj explains when his realization, he says, Srila Prabhupada explained the reason for his great success, namely his faith in his order of spiritual master and in chanting the holy names, and encourage us to follow in the same way, using the same formula. So, Guru Mukha Padma Vakya, Shitete Karo Akhya. So, in conclusion, what Giriraj Maharaj shares in his success formula, he says, whatever little success I have got, it is for this reason. My Guru Maharaj said, you go and preach in the West. So I did it. So that's what Guru Maharaj is preaching today. Srila Prabhupada. So many of us are part of this movement. So now it's a great opportunity. Following every day we are chanting Guru Mukha Padma Vakya, Shitete Kauri Yakya, and we can become successful. I'm very insignificant, but I just made an attempt. I'm also a sadhaka, trying to be with all of you. And if we are not together, I also don't have any hope. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for the very inspiring words on how to establish the sambandha with Srila Prabhupada and what was the mood of Prabhupada, especially the greatest and the person who is having the humility and exhibited humility and demonstrated humility. And also, you also shared the success mantra. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Devotees, you may please unmute the lines and share your reflections, comments, or questions.
Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Yes, some reflections. Can I hear? Some corrections you want to make? Some things you can add? Be nice. This is Sadhu Sangha. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Hare Krishna, devotees, you are able to unmute the mic. Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. Ravilochana, Prabhu, please go ahead, Prabhu.
No, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for the wonderful nectar in the morning. Yeah, I mean, you covered various aspects. And it's always, as you said, one real thing of Prabhupada's, he demonstrated each and every quality to the utmost, led by example. And that was something I was just trying to meditate upon. His humility is absolutely amazing. Thank you for reiterating. And it's very important, you said, that we need to imbibe these. So that should be our mood of how, like even His Holiness Jala Swami Guru Maharaj was telling that, we should be in the mood of Srila Prabhupada. That's more important. Always be in the mood of Srila Prabhupada. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. Very wonderful class.
Siddhananda Prabhu. Was
Hare
it a
Krishna.
class?
Yeah.
It was a
Prabhuji,
discussion. It was not a class, it was a discussion.
what an instruction through your wonderful realization. But you have said one word, it's very instructive. The parents give birth, only spiritual master can take back us back to God. It's a very wonderful sentence, Prabhu. Very wonderful word. Haribo, thank you so much, Prabhuji. Prabhu, also I want to know what is humility is.
When you follow the spiritual master's mode of serving, 100%, and not only practicing and also that shown to others, which is natural, that's only humility. When you become what the definition is given by Lord Chaitanya, dasana dasa dasa dasa. So that mood cultivation of what service can I do to this Prabhu? Dan to the Guru. So like that, it is a gradual down. So if you look at Tulsi Maharani, she always stays outside. But she makes sure that everybody goes inside. Is it not? You
Yes,
go to
Prabhu.
anybody's house, Tulsi Maharani is there outside. So that the humility is coming from there itself.
Haribo.
She is so much dearest to Krishna, but still she is eager to take one person and send them inside. In Krishna's world, Tulsi Maharani is there. But in Vaikunta's world, we have Dwarbalakas. We have to be careful how it is. Right?
Haribo. Nice. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Haribo. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna devotees, are there any other comments or reflections?
There was any clarity or have I confused people? I don't know.
I think we are trying to digest the message, Prabhuji.
I'm trying to, sometime in my enthusiasm, I may overdo myself. Please forgive me for that. All right. I thank you all very much for giving me opportunity.
Thank you, Prabhuji. We can end today's session with Vaishnava Pranam. There is one comment from Prem Priya Mataji.
Yeah.
I'll just read one comment from Prem Priya Mataji. She hasn't spoken, but she has typed. Today's take back for me is how to always conscious of Lord Krishna, always, and the message of Srila Prabhupada, and follow it and convey the same to others and make them Krishna consciousness. This is my takeaway message. That's from Prem Priya Radhika Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for the comment.
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha krapa sindhubhyeva cha patidanam bhavane deva vaishnava.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Ko. Thank you, devotees. I'll be ending the Zoom session now. We will meet again tomorrow morning.